Hello everyone, welcome here. In this video, we can understand qualifier and primary annotations. Qualifier annotation is used to resolve ambiguity when multiple beans of same type are available for dependency injection. It solves the ambiguity issue when we have multiple beans with the same type. Primary annotation helps to give higher preference to a bean when there are multiple beans of same type. When multiple beans are eligible for auto wiring, then primary annotation will helps to determine specific bean. It will give higher preference compared to other beans. Okay, let's move to STS IDE to understand more about qualifier and primary annotations. Open the application. Let me create payment service interface inside service package. Interface payment service. Inside this interface, I'm declaring one method, that is public string pay bill amount. This payment service is the interface. Here I declared one method. For that, I'm creating some implementation classes. Inside service package, I'm creating one more package, that is service.impl. Service.impl. Inside impl package, let me create debit card class. Debit card. This class implementing from payment service. Override the method pay bill amount. Simply I'm writing one message, that is paid through debit card. I will use component annotation to make this class as Spring Bean. Component. Let me create one more class under IMPL package, that is credit card. This class also implementing from payment service. Override the method. I'm returning some message paid through credit card. Making this class as Spring Bean, I'm using component annotation on top of class. Let me create one controller class inside controller package, that is payment controller. Using controller annotation on top of class to mark this class as Spring Bean inside controller layer. Here I want to inject payment service inside payment controller. For that, I'm using payment service. I declared payment service as a field here. For this, I'm creating one parameterized constructor. Public payment controller payment service. This dot payment service is equals to payment service. Declaring auto void annotation at constructor level. Auto void. This is constructor injection. Here, let me implement one method, public string do payment, return payment service dot pay bill amount. This is our controller class. Inside controller class, I want to inject this payment service. For this payment service, I declared one parameter constructor. Here, implemented one method. I will use this payment controller inside starter class. Go to starter class. Context.getBean. Payment controller dot class returns payment controller. Sysout. Here I'm calling controller dot do payment method. Go to payment controller class. Here I'm using dependent object as payment service. For this payment service, we have two dependencies. One is debit card, second one is credit card. When we start the application, it will throw some exception due to some ambiguity. Let's see. Go to start class, run the application, control function F11. See here, application failed to start because inside payment controller, we required only single bean, but we found two beans. This may due to missing parameter name. It is giving some suggestion like you can use @primary annotation or you can use qualifier annotation to avoid the ambiguity issue because we have two dependencies are available for dependency injection. Go to payment controller. This is a constructor. Here I am declaring qualifier annotation @qualifier. I want to inject debit card. By using qualifier annotation, I am declaring one particular dependency, that is debit card. First letter should be small. Let's start the application again. Control function F11. See, paid through debit card. This is the way to work with qualifier annotation. In the same way, we can use primary annotation. See, this is a debit card, this is a credit card. We have two dependencies. Go to controller class. Here I am commenting these lines, declaring parameterized constructor, remove qualifier annotation. I want to mark this credit card class as primary dependency. That's why I am using @primary annotation on top of class. Here I am declaring @primary annotation. Let's start the application. Now we will get paid through credit card. See, paid through credit card. In this way, we can use qualifier and primary annotations. Actually, what are the main differences between qualifier and primary annotations? To change multiple beans frequently, then we should go for qualifier annotation. It is suitable for multiple specific implementations. Coming to primary annotation, only one implementation is required, then go for primary annotation. It marks the particular implementation as default. It is suitable for one most used implementation. In this case, I used credit card as a default dependency. Okay, this is all about qualifier and primary annotations. Okay, I will see you in the next video.